welcome or welcome back. My name is Emily and this is Emily on a Budget. Thank you for joining me today. We're gonna get right into this because it's been a long day. We are stuffing $295 into our sinking funds and our one challenge today. So let's get into this. First up is beef, and that is getting 25 and a 20 and a 5. And I intentionally held back this 20 from pulling out cash last week when I needed to pull membership money because I'd like to keep it in my rotation here. So there it is. So beef now has 50, 100, 120, 140, 145, 150, which is great. And I had a friend ask me today, actually. She was like, what do you do with your grocery overflow? Like, if you have grocery money left over? I put our grocery money left over in here if we have it, which is why this is getting an extra 50 this month. Other than, like, normally it'd be a $50 getting stuffed in, but this month it is getting 100 because we had 50 left over from grocery. I budget $700 a month for groceries for our family of 4. We bulk buy a cow. That helps our groceries a lot. My kids are still quite little, so they aren't eating a ton. And just in the area we live in, it seems to be enough to cover our bills. I don't pull my grocery money out. I keep it in the bank because I do mostly online pickup because it keeps me from overspending. So that's what I do. Kids is getting a $10 bill today. So they now have 10, 15, 20. The reason it was a long day today was because of my kids. Well, one of them. We had Ashlyn, my daughter, her nephrology appointment today. She has it once a year. Hopefully, God willing, and the last tests come back well, we're going to be pushing out to 2 times a year. My daughter was born with only 1 kidney, so we have been monitoring it since she was born to make sure. So, fun fact, your kidney will grow and adapt to cover the kidney that is missing. And hers, praise God, has done exactly that. It is a chunky little kidney and it's beautiful. But every year we go in and we get it checked, and that was today's visits. It involves a lot, so it's a long day at the hospital for her and me. So memberships is our next category, and that's getting 15. But her doctor today said we can probably start pushing out to every 2 years checking it. So that's very exciting. So there's still 500 in the bank on next. So this coming Sunday, which really it'll probably pull, well, it might pull Friday. Our Amazon Prime is due to pull. So that will no longer be 500, but we have 500, 10, 15, 20 in memberships. So yeah, it's been a long day. It is Wednesday evening when I am filming this. I kicked my husband out of the office. He's outside dealing with our animals and locking up his garage, so that I can get this done. And then I'm gonna sit on the couch and I'm gonna rot because we also had our last day of ballet today, and I am tired. I'm tired. Birthdays is getting 20, and that's gonna be a $20 bill. Yeah, I'm tired. This yearly visit is the one that takes me out the most because I just stress over it because it's a kidney. There's not a lot I can do to monitor it on my own, like other than make sure she drinks enough water. But outside of that, there's really nothing I can do, and it's stressful. So birthdays has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220, 240, 260, 270. Is great. My mother-in-law's birthday is on Sunday. I need to get my kids to make some birthday cards and maybe a little present. Hair and nails is getting 45 today, and that's only 2 20s and a 5. I will tell you guys, I cannot guarantee that today's stuffing will go flawlessly because I was not on my game when I was doing this. I was stressed out. I was trying to Use money I'd pulled from unstuffing certain categories and trying to not take a lot of money out of the bank, which actually worked in my favor because they were low on stuff. So they were thankful that I had done that too. But if you could, I'll show you my paper. It's a hot mess this week. Like, this is what I had on the side, and this is, the dots are what I didn't have, and then I had to figure that out. It was a mess, but we got there. Okay, so hair and nails now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105 in hair and nails, which is great. I have 2 weeks till my next appointment, so plenty of time. Homeschool is getting 20 today, which this needs to be unstuffed too because I just bought some stuff for my daughter. Homeschool now has 20, 40, 60, 80 in it. Really, it has like 62. That's okay though. That's what it's for. And then medical, which I know we're gonna get a bill for our copay. Medical now has 15 going into it, so a 10 and a 5, is that right? Yes. Okay, so medical now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61. And we actually just got a bill in the mail today, which I had been expecting earlier in the year. My husband has an issue with his eyes from an ER doctor making horrible choices. Yeah. So we got a copay from our optometrist, who is the bomb. I love them so much. We just recently switched to them, but my husband had gone in to see them for this recurring eye issue, and he actually took care of it, like, and took care of it well, so that he could, he really has, my husband hasn't had like a bad recurrence of it, which is great. Piano is getting 25. That's all it has, because this isn't actually Emily's spending. I have not had time to make new envelopes. I'm not going to have time to make new envelopes this week. It is a very, very busy week. My Friday alone, I was talking with my friend the other day. That's it for this binder. And she was like, what are you guys planning on doing Friday? I'm like, my Friday is my what the hell was I thinking day? Because I have so overbooked myself, it's ridiculous. So my husband's staying home again to help coordinate children because one kid has piano. We have a doctor's visit at the hospital that we were just at today for a different doctor's appointment, and then I'm covering for my boss, and then I'm seeing friends in the evening, and it is for an in-home massage, and it is just insanity. I was not thinking. I was thinking about paying off our loan, our car loan. That's what I was thinking about. But then they scheduled her doctor's appointment that day, and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna make it work. So it is what it is. I will survive, even if I have to spend all day singing that song. Date night is getting 5. Maybe it's getting 5. There we go. So date night now has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. After this week, we deserve a date night. Anytime my husband and I jinx each other, we say jinx, you owe me a margarita, and we're up to like 3 margaritas right now, just from this week alone. So we owe each other some margaritas and a date night. Eating out is getting nothing. Sorry, I messed up my stuff again. Like writing down, which is ridiculous. We're not doing it this way again. Household is getting 5 today, and I did have to pull money out of household. We got a new American flag for our house. It is beautiful. So household now has 5, 10, 11, 12 in it. But there is nothing we need right now as far as like cleaning supplies, toilet paper, none of that. So that is set. It might be a low amount, but it's set for right now. Babysitting is getting 10. And that is in a 10. Because I missed it last week, so it's getting 10 this week. Babysitting now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. Thank God my husband can stay home. Was able to stay home today with my son, and they actually went and ran errands. And he's able to stay home on Friday because there's a lot to pay for babysitting when we have to be out of the house that long at the hospital. And my son can come with us on our Tuesday appointment. That one's not as long of an appointment, so I'm not worried about it. Vehicle maintenance is getting 5 this week. Slowly building this up. I just got our car tag, well, our Jeep tags bill because it's on my birthday, which is in September. So we just got our registration bill for that. So, which is $164, I think. So vehicle maintenance now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. And that's not due till my birthday in the end of September. So this will have plenty. I'm doing some extra massages that will get added to that to pay off. The car tags. Animals is getting a 50, and this week it's getting 5 10s because that's what I had. 5. So it's just going to be a little bulky. We'll have to do a condensing probably at the end of the month. Maybe I'll film it. We'll see if I have time. So animals now has 50. No. Animals now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 155. So $155 in the animals. I know better than trying to count by odds when it is this late in the evening. I can do it, but not at this time of night, okay? Okay. Clothing is getting 5. Clothing now has 10, 15, 20 in it. This might also get a little extra bulking soon, and you'll see miscellaneous is also getting 5. So miscellaneous now has 5, 10, 15, 20. One more 5 in miscellaneous, and we'll be done bulking that up. So next week we'll be done bulking miscellaneous up unless something comes up. Pray it doesn't, because I'm sick of pulling out of miscellaneous. Next up is holidays. So we are going, we have not pulled, I don't think we've pulled anything. No, that's not true. Summer fun is down to 20, 30, 45, which I think we're going to save this for Lake Michigan. Fall still is at 200. Halloween's at 120. Thanksgiving is getting 25 today. If I can get it out. There we go. It's 2 10s and a 5. So Thanksgiving, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 105, 10, 15, 20. 120 in Thanksgiving. So you know what? That's done. We're going to call that good for Thanksgiving. I reserve the right to change my mind on that, but I think that's set. So Christmas is still getting bulked up in Ally. I want to say it's at 850. So next week we'll start stuffing New Year's Eve, which I do about 100 in. Real quick, let's do our spare change challenge. We do still have 10. That is going in our Save with Judy challenge. And this week we have a whopping 35 cents. But you know what? It all adds up. So I'm pretty sure 35 cents is available. And it is. There it is. So let's color that in really quick. Pull out my jar. Which is getting very full and very heavy. I'm excited about that. And I don't know, I can't remember where my columns were last week when I filmed. I might have added another 20. I don't know for sure. So that is a spare change challenge this week. My husband's laundry was not as good to me. Maybe he's on to me. Maybe he was checking for it. So that's making some great progress. And let's finish up by saving with Judy. And let me get pad out color on. My markers, apologies if I am shaking you a ton. I am not meaning to. Oh, I am. I'm so sorry. Okay, that is not the binder. That is it. We're in this binder. So, we'll just push those out of the way. So, our Save with Judy challenge, we are doing $10. So 2 more stars for July. I'm pretty sure I calculated this out and we will be done in September with this challenge, which is end of September either or early October, which is great because that is when I plan to switch our focus onto our minivan entirely and be paid off fully by December, completely done paying off the minivan, which is so exciting. I was talking with a friend about it yesterday because she was like, "You're just so busy." I'm like, "I know, but I'm just so darn determined to get this dang van paid off." And of course, without fail, like, one of the doors is acting up and being problematic, and I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me. You know that I am trying to get rid of your payment and you want to act a fool." Ridiculous. Oh my goodness. My daughter, she had to get her blood drawn today, and which she does just fine with. She's had so many blood draws since she was born. It doesn't even faze her. She got a little nervous because there was a little boy in there crying, and she was like, "They're gonna do that to me." And I'm like, "No, you're not even gonna realize it happened, and we're gonna be leaving with stickers and you're gonna be just fine," which is exactly what happened. But she saw somebody with these beautiful braids in their hair, and she was like, "Mom, her hair is beautiful." And all I could think, because she kept commenting on everybody's hair that was in the lab room, and all I could think of was, "Girl, the back of your head is ridiculous." She wasn't looking at their faces, she was just looking at their hair. So it had me cracking up. If you know what that's from, we should be friends, because it's one of my favorite sketches. So we're adding $10 to Save with Judy. It now has 120, 30, 40, 50, 160, 165, 170. So we are well past the halfway mark now. We'll do another $10 next week, which will start us into the August section on this challenge. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you are having a beautiful day whenever you are watching this. Thank you for joining me. It's slightly crazy that 34 people are subscribed to this. I love it. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go to bed. Have a great day. Have a great afternoon. Have a great evening. I'll see you next week. Bye.